The United States possesses a larger nominal gross domestic product, GDP, compared to China. In 2025, the U.S. nominal GDP is projected to be approximately 30.5 trillion. In 2025, China's nominal GDP is projected to be approximately 19.2 trillion. The larger GDP gives the U.S. a financial advantage. The U.S. dollar's status as a reserve currency contributes to economic resilience. China's economy demonstrates a larger scale when measured by purchasing power parity, PPP. PPP reflects the real relative purchasing power of different currencies across various countries. China's extensive manufacturing scale significantly contributes to its high PPP valuation. Substantial foreign exchange reserves provide China with significant supply-side capabilities. The combination of manufacturing scale and foreign exchange reserves underpins China's economic strength in PPP terms. In 2024, the United States defense spending reached approximately $997 billion. China's defense budget in 2024 was approximately $314 billion. The U.S. defense budget significantly exceeds that of China. The difference in defense spending reflects varying strategic priorities and economic capabilities. These figures represent allocated funds and may not directly correlate with actual military strength or technological advancement. China's Navy has the largest number of ships in the world. The Chinese Navy has over 370 vessels. The U.S. Navy maintains superiority in total tonnage. The U.S. Navy maintains superiority in aircraft carriers. The United States operates 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, providing global power projection. U.S. aircraft carriers enable rapid response and sustained air operations worldwide. China has 2 operational aircraft carriers, with the third undergoing sea trials. China's carrier development represents a significant advancement in naval capabilities. Despite advancements, China's carrier capabilities still lag behind those of the United States. The United States possesses a significantly larger air force compared to China. The U.S. Air Force has approximately 1,343 aircraft, while China's Air Force has approximately 309. The U.S. maintains advantages in tanker fleets, AEW, sea, airborne early warning and control, and strategic bombers. The U.S. possesses a more developed ecosystem of 5th-generation fighter aircraft. These advantages contribute to the U.S.'s overall air power superiority. The U.S. possesses advanced air capabilities, including strategic bombers and 5th-generation fighters. Strategic bombers like the B-52, B-2, and B-21 provide long-range strike capabilities. The F-35 and F-22 fighters represent a robust ecosystem of 5th-generation air superiority. The B-52 bomber is a long-range, heavy bomber capable of carrying a variety of ordnance. The B-2 Spirit bomber utilizes stealth technology to penetrate heavily defended airspace. The F-35 fighter integrates advanced sensors, networking, and stealth capabilities for enhanced situational awareness. The United States possesses approximately 244 nuclear warheads. Of the U.S. nuclear arsenal, around 770 warheads are actively deployed. China's nuclear arsenal is estimated to be around 500 warheads. China's nuclear arsenal is currently undergoing rapid expansion. Comparative scale of U.S. and China's nuclear warhead stockpiles. The global distribution of nuclear warheads remains a critical geopolitical concern. The United States maintains a nuclear triad consisting of ICBMs, SLBMs, and bombers, supported by robust C3I infrastructure. This nuclear triad and C3I infrastructure provide a robust nuclear deterrent capability for the United States. China is rapidly expanding its nuclear capabilities, but currently lags behind the U.S. in deployed and alert posture. The U.S. nuclear triad's dispersed deployment enhances its survivability and ensures a credible second strike capability. The United States invests approximately 3.5% of its gross domestic product, GDP, in research and development, R&D. U.S. R&D investment as a percentage of GDP shows a record high trend. China invests approximately 2.68% of its GDP in research and development, R&D. China's R&D investment demonstrates rapid growth. Comparative analysis shows the R&D investment percentages of the U.S. and China. The trend lines of R&D investment for both countries are overlaid for direct comparison. China's R&D spending reached approximately 3.6 trillion in 2024. This R&D expenditure is equivalent to approximately 500 billion. The substantial investment reflects a strong commitment to technological advancement. Increased R&D spending is a key driver of innovation and economic growth. Technological advancement leads to improved productivity and competitiveness in global markets. Sustained R&D investment is crucial for long-term economic prosperity and global leadership. US and EU export controls restrict China's access to advanced semiconductor technology. The Bureau of Industry and Security, BIS, regulations are a key component of these export controls. ASML restrictions specifically limit China's access to advanced node, EUV, semiconductor manufacturing equipment. These export controls impact China's ability to produce cutting-edge semiconductors. China is advancing in 7nm class semiconductor development despite export controls. SMIC and Huawei are key companies driving progress in domestic semiconductor technology. DUV and multi-patterning techniques are being utilized to produce advanced semiconductors. These advancements represent significant progress in overcoming technological barriers. The United States accounts for approximately 43% of global arms exports. China accounts for approximately 5.9% of global arms exports. The U.S.'s leading position reflects its superior supply chains. The U.S.'s leading position reflects the high quality of its arms exports. The U.S.'s leading position reflects its extensive alliance networks. China has operationally deployed the DF-17 hypersonic glide vehicle. The DF-17 enhances China's long-range anti-access, area denial, A2/AD, missile capabilities. Hypersonic glide vehicles offer increased maneuverability and speed compared to traditional ballistic missiles. A2/AD strategies aim to deter adversaries from entering or operating within a specific region. Hypersonic technology presents significant challenges to existing missile defense systems. The U.S. is developing the LRHW CPS Dark Eagle hypersonic weapon system. Fielding of the LRHW CPS Dark Eagle hypersonic weapon system is expected around 2025, though delays have occurred. The U.S. is collaborating with Japan on the Glide Phase Interceptor for hypersonic defense. The Glide Phase Interceptor is designed to defend against hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic defense systems aim to neutralize threats posed by high-speed, maneuverable weapons. The U.S. possesses a significant advantage in space-based ISR and communication capabilities. Thousands of U.S.-owned satellites enhance real-time targeting, communication, and navigation. The Starlink constellation provides a key component of U.S. space-based infrastructure. Space-based assets provide real-time advantages in various operational domains. China is rapidly expanding its space capabilities. The United States maintains dominance in the total number of satellites. The U.S. also leads in the number of commercial satellite constellations. This comparison highlights the current state of space capabilities between China and the United States. The U.S. benefits from a global network of alliances, including NATO. Treaties with Japan, South Korea, Australia, and the Philippines form key regional alliances. The U.S. maintains over 100 formal overseas bases, facilitating global logistics. These alliances and bases support global logistics and coalition operations. The global network of alliances enhances U.S. strategic capabilities and international influence. China's support base in Djibouti signifies a strategic foothold in the Horn of Africa. Access to Cambodia's Ream Naval Base provides China with a presence in Southeast Asia. Potential facilities in other locations suggest an expanding, though still limited, network of international support. The network indicates China's growing capacity for regional influence and power projection. These facilities support China's maritime activities and strategic interests in key regions. The network's limited scale reflects a deliberate and calculated approach to international base development. The U.S. benefits from the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency. The dollar's reserve currency status provides stability in international finance. The dollar's role as a reserve currency grants the U.S. influence in global financial markets. Reserve currency status reduces exchange rate risk for U.S. companies engaged in international trade. The dollar's widespread acceptance lowers transaction costs for international trade. Demand for dollars from other countries can lower U.S. borrowing costs. China's economic growth faces headwinds due to real estate deleveraging. Demographic challenges are also impacting China's potential for economic expansion. Real estate deleveraging refers to the reduction of debt within the property sector. These economic and demographic factors collectively constrain China's growth prospects. The United States possesses a highly developed arms industry. This industry is capable of producing advanced, high-quality weapons systems. These weapons systems are intended for both domestic use and international export. The U.S. defense industry supports national defense and foreign policy objectives. Continuous technological innovation ensures the U.S. arms industry remains at the forefront of global defense capabilities. China's A2/AD missile capabilities challenge U.S. operational freedom within the first island chain. The U.S. must develop countermeasures to mitigate the impact of China's A2/AD strategy. Dispersed basing is a key component of the U.S. counter-strategy, enhancing survivability. Missile defense systems are critical for intercepting and neutralizing A2AD threats. China's naval expansion is rapidly modernizing its maritime capabilities. The primary goal of this expansion is to achieve regional overmatch. A key area of focus is the region surrounding Taiwan. The First Island Chain is a critical strategic perimeter in China's naval strategy. The U.S. and China conduct regular military exercises in the Indo-Pacific region. These exercises serve as a demonstration of military capabilities and strategic resolve. Military exercises showcase advanced technology and operational readiness. These displays of force are intended to project power and influence in the region. The exercises also serve as a deterrent to potential adversaries. Regular military drills reinforce established security protocols and international norms. The United States and China both possess advanced cyber warfare capabilities. These capabilities pose significant threats to each other's critical infrastructure. Military systems are also vulnerable to cyber attacks from both nations. Cyber warfare can disrupt essential services and compromise national security. The ongoing cyber competition necessitates continuous investment in defensive and offensive strategies. The United States and China are in intense competition regarding the development of artificial intelligence. This AI competition has significant implications for both military and civilian sectors. The competition focuses on advancements in AI algorithms, hardware, and data resources. The outcome of this technological competition will likely reshape global power dynamics and technological leadership. Resilient supply chains are strategically important for sustaining military operations. Maintaining robust supply chains is also vital for technological advancements. Both the U.S. and China require resilient supply chains to support their strategic objectives. Disruptions in supply chains can severely impact military readiness and technological progress. Diversification and redundancy are key strategies for building resilient supply chains. Investing in supply chain resilience is a strategic imperative for national security and economic competitiveness. The United States and China compete for global influence through soft power projection. Cultural exchange programs are a key component of soft power, fostering international goodwill and understanding. Economic aid initiatives serve as another tool for projecting soft power and strengthening international relations. Soft power aims to enhance a nation's attractiveness and credibility on the global stage. The South China Sea is a significant point of contention between the U.S. and China. Overlapping territorial claims contribute to the ongoing disputes in the South China Sea. Freedom of navigation issues exacerbate tensions in the South China Sea region. Maritime disputes in the South China Sea involve complex geopolitical factors. Trade tensions between the U.S. and China have significantly impacted both economies. Increased tariffs are a primary consequence of trade disputes, affecting import and export activities. Global supply chains experience disruptions due to trade wars, leading to inefficiencies and increased costs. Trade wars can lead to decreased investment and slower economic growth in affected regions. Businesses face uncertainty and may delay expansion plans or relocate operations to mitigate risks. The U.S. Navy frequently conducts joint exercises with allies in the Indo-Pacific region. These exercises aim to enhance interoperability between participating naval forces. Joint naval exercises serve as a deterrent against potential aggression in the region. Enhanced interoperability and strategic deterrence are key outcomes of these joint naval drills. The United States and China actively monitor each other's military capabilities through intelligence gathering. Espionage activities are employed by both nations to understand the other's strategic intentions. Intelligence operations aim to assess potential threats and maintain a strategic advantage. Data collection includes surveillance, reconnaissance, and analysis of open-source information. The gathered intelligence informs policy decisions and shapes diplomatic strategies. The U.S. and China are independently developing ambitious lunar exploration programs. Both nations have plans to establish permanent bases on the Moon. These lunar missions aim to expand scientific knowledge and demonstrate technological capabilities. Lunar exploration represents a new era of international competition and collaboration in space. The U.S. and China are engaged in a competition to establish global standards for 5G infrastructure. Setting 5G standards has significant implications for data security worldwide. Global 5G infrastructure dominance can lead to technological leadership and economic advantages. 5G infrastructure standards impact the speed and reliability of data transmission. The development of 5G infrastructure involves complex technological and geopolitical considerations. Standardization efforts aim to ensure interoperability and compatibility across different 5G networks. Economic forecasts indicate continued growth for both the U.S. and China. The pace of economic growth may vary significantly between the U.S. and China. The composition of economic growth is expected to differ between the US and China. Future economic growth is subject to various influencing factors and uncertainties. Monitoring key economic indicators is crucial for assessing future growth trajectories. Military spending by both the US and China is expected to increase in the coming years. Rising military expenditures reflect growing geopolitical tensions. Increased military budgets may lead to advancements in defense technology. Economic factors significantly influence the allocation of resources to military sectors. Global power dynamics are shifting due to evolving military capabilities. Strategic alliances and partnerships play a crucial role in military planning and resource allocation. Submarine warfare capabilities are a critical component of modern naval power. Both the US and Chinese navies possess advanced technologies in submarine warfare. Stealth operations are a key characteristic of submarine warfare. Submarine warfare involves advanced technologies and strategic underwater maneuvers. Drone technology is increasingly important in modern air forces. Drones are utilized for a diverse range of applications, including surveillance. Drones are also used in combat operations. The US Air Force leverages drone technology for strategic advantages. The Chinese Air Force also integrates drone technology into its aerial strategies. Drone capabilities enhance Air Force effectiveness through versatile applications. The US and China maintain distinct approaches to arms control treaties. These differing approaches have significant implications for global nuclear stability. Arms control treaties aim to reduce the risk of nuclear conflict through verifiable limitations and cooperative monitoring. Effective arms control requires mutual trust, transparency, and a commitment to peaceful resolution. The United States and China are both focusing on research and development in emerging technologies. Artificial intelligence is a key area of R&D priority for both nations. Quantum computing represents another significant R&D focus. Biotechnology is also receiving high priority in R&D efforts. These R&D priorities reflect a global race to lead in technological innovation. The United States and China are significantly investing in cybersecurity to safeguard critical infrastructure. Cybersecurity measures aim to protect military systems from potential cyber attacks. Defensive strategies include advanced threat detection and rapid response mechanisms. Robust cybersecurity infrastructure is crucial for national security and economic stability. The United States and China utilize distinct diplomatic strategies in alliance management. U.S. diplomacy often emphasizes multilateral alliances and formal security agreements. Chinese diplomacy tends to focus on bilateral relations and economic partnerships. These differing approaches reflect contrasting geopolitical priorities and strategic goals. China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, aims to expand economic influence. The initiative focuses on infrastructure investments in developing countries. BRI projects include transportation networks, energy pipelines, and communication infrastructure. These investments are intended to facilitate trade and economic cooperation. The initiative seeks to create new markets and strengthen economic ties. Ultimately, the Belt and Road Initiative aims to reshape global economic landscape. The U.S. maintains a global military presence through a network of overseas bases. These bases provide strategic advantages in terms of rapid response and global reach. Overseas bases facilitate power projection and operational flexibility. The network of bases supports various military operations, including training, logistics, and intelligence gathering. Maintaining these bases requires significant investment and international cooperation. The U.S. Navy's strategic objective is to maintain sea control in critical global regions. Sea control involves ensuring freedom of navigation and protecting maritime interests. China's naval strategy focuses on projecting power closer to its coastal areas. Power projection involves deploying naval assets to exert influence and protect national interests. The U.S. and China have differing naval strategies based on their respective geopolitical goals. These naval strategies reflect the evolving balance of power in the maritime domain. The U.S. and China are actively developing advanced air defense missile systems. These systems aim to protect against a wide range of aerial threats. Advanced radar technology is a critical component of modern air defense. Missile interceptors are designed to neutralize incoming threats mid-air. Air defense systems often incorporate multiple layers of defense for redundancy. These systems represent a significant investment in national security and defense capabilities. The United States is currently modernizing its nuclear arsenal. China is also modernizing its nuclear arsenal. Nuclear modernization includes the development of new warhead designs. Nuclear modernization also includes the development of new delivery systems. Both the U.S. and China are investing in advanced nuclear capabilities. Government support is a crucial factor in funding research and development (R&D) efforts. The mechanisms of government R&D support may vary significantly between the US and China. Priorities in government-funded R&D can differ based on national strategies and economic goals. Government funding can stimulate innovation and technological advancement across various sectors. Effective government support can lead to increased economic competitiveness and global leadership. Cyber espionage leads to data breaches and intellectual property theft. Data breaches pose significant challenges to both the US and China. Intellectual property theft is a major consequence of cyber espionage. Cyber espionage activities target sensitive information and trade secrets. The impact of cyber espionage includes economic losses and security vulnerabilities. Both the US and China are actively engaged in cyber espionage prevention and defense. Economic sanctions and trade restrictions are tools used to exert pressure between nations. The effectiveness of economic sanctions and trade restrictions varies depending on the context and implementation. Economic sanctions can disrupt trade flows and limit access to essential goods and services. Trade restrictions, such as tariffs and quotas, can increase the cost of imports and exports. Nations imposing sanctions aim to influence the policies or behaviors of targeted nations. The impact of economic sanctions and trade restrictions can be complex and multifaceted, affecting various sectors of the economy. Military alliances and security partnerships are essential tools for nations to maintain influence. These partnerships allow nations to project power and strategic capabilities across the globe. Military alliances provide mutual defense and support in times of crisis or conflict. Security partnerships facilitate cooperation on counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and disaster relief. Maintaining these alliances and partnerships requires ongoing diplomatic efforts and resource investment. Naval deployments are strategic movements of naval forces to specific geographic areas. Freedom of navigation operations assert the right of passage through international waters. These operations challenge excessive territorial claims that violate international law. Naval deployments serve as a visible demonstration of a nation's maritime power and resolve. Freedom of navigation operations uphold the principle of unrestricted access to global waterways. These actions are crucial for maintaining stability and order in the maritime domain. Pilot training programs are essential for maintaining a skilled and capable Air Force. Continuous efforts are dedicated to improving pilot training techniques. Advancements in technology are integrated into pilot training to enhance learning outcomes. Modern pilot training emphasizes both theoretical knowledge and practical skills. Nuclear weapons are central to deterrence theory, influencing international security strategies. The United States and China maintain credible nuclear capabilities as a core component of their national defense. Deterrence theory relies on the threat of retaliation to prevent nuclear aggression. Maintaining a stable nuclear balance requires continuous modernization and strategic adaptation. Research and development, R&D, initiatives are the primary drivers of technological innovation. Technological innovation encompasses advancements across both military and civilian sectors. R&D investments lead to new technologies, enhancing capabilities in defense and public services. Continuous R&D is essential for maintaining a competitive edge in technology for national security and economic growth. Technological innovation spurred by R&D improves efficiency, safety, and quality of life in civilian applications. Cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure represent a substantial threat to national security. Robust defensive measures are essential to protect critical infrastructure from cyber threats. Cyber attacks can compromise the functionality and reliability of essential services. Effective cybersecurity strategies involve continuous monitoring, threat detection, and incident response. Economic competition involves market access, trade barriers, and intellectual property rights. Market access refers to the ability of companies to enter and compete in foreign markets. Trade barriers, such as tariffs and quotas, restrict the flow of goods and services between countries. Intellectual property rights protect inventions, designs, and creative works from unauthorized use. Ongoing negotiations and disputes are common in international economic relations. These negotiations aim to reduce trade barriers and promote fair competition. Military cooperation enhances interoperability between participating nations. Joint exercises build trust and mutual understanding among allied forces. However, military cooperation carries inherent risks and potential challenges. Effective communication and strategic planning are crucial to mitigate risks in joint military operations. Naval exercises serve as a means of power projection. These exercises demonstrate a nation's naval capabilities. Power projection through naval exercises signals intentions. Naval exercises are designed to deter potential adversaries. The demonstration of capabilities aims to maintain regional stability. These exercises showcase a nation's commitment to maritime security. Strategic bombers provide long-range strike capabilities. Strategic bombers play a crucial role in nuclear deterrence. Strategic bombers are also vital in conventional warfare scenarios. The long-range capability of strategic bombers allows for rapid global response. Strategic bombers enhance military power, projection, and operational flexibility. Secure communications are essential for maintaining nuclear deterrence. Robust command and control systems are critical for preventing accidental nuclear use. Nuclear deterrence relies on the ability to communicate a credible threat of retaliation. Secure communication channels ensure that orders are transmitted accurately and without interference. Command and control systems provide decision-makers with the information needed to make informed choices. Preventing accidental use requires multiple layers of safeguards and verification procedures. Building robust innovation ecosystems is essential for driving technological advancements. Strong innovation ecosystems facilitate collaboration and knowledge sharing among diverse stakeholders. Cultivating innovation ecosystems is critical for maintaining a competitive advantage in the global market. Effective innovation ecosystems accelerate the translation of research findings into marketable products and services. Offensive cyber capabilities can disrupt enemy systems. Offensive cyber operations are also used to gather intelligence. The use of offensive cyber capabilities carries the risk of escalation. Retaliation is a significant risk associated with offensive cyber actions. Industrial subsidies can provide a competitive advantage to domestic industries. Government support for key industries can stimulate economic growth and innovation. Subsidies can distort markets by creating an uneven playing field for businesses. Industrial subsidies can lead to trade tensions between countries. The effects of industrial subsidies are complex, involving both benefits and drawbacks. Asymmetric warfare involves exploiting an adversary's weaknesses. Unconventional tactics are employed to achieve strategic objectives in asymmetric conflicts. The goal is to offset the power imbalance between opposing forces. Asymmetric strategies often target critical infrastructure and logistical networks. Success in asymmetric warfare depends on adaptability and innovative approaches. Effective naval logistics are essential for maintaining a global presence. Sustainment capabilities support long-range naval operations. Global presence requires robust supply chain management. Naval logistics ensure operational readiness and mission success. Sustainment includes maintenance, repair, and overhaul of naval assets. Effective logistics minimize downtime and maximize operational availability. Aerial refueling extends the operational range of aircraft. Aerial refueling increases the endurance of aircraft during missions. This capability enables global power projection. Aerial refueling supports rapid response capabilities. Global power projection is enhanced through aerial refueling. Aerial refueling is critical for maintaining operational readiness and strategic advantage. Non-proliferation treaties are designed to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons. International efforts are crucial in maintaining global stability by controlling nuclear proliferation. These treaties aim to reduce the risk of nuclear war and promote peaceful uses of nuclear technology. Verification measures are implemented to ensure compliance with non-proliferation agreements. Sanctions and diplomatic pressure are tools used to discourage states from pursuing nuclear weapons programs. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, plays a key role in monitoring and verifying nuclear activities worldwide. Funding for basic science research is crucial for long-term technological advancements. Basic science research lays the groundwork for future innovations and breakthroughs. Sustained investment in basic science fosters an environment conducive to groundbreaking discoveries. Long-term technological advancements rely on the fundamental knowledge generated by basic science. Breakthroughs in basic science often lead to unforeseen applications and transformative technologies. International cooperation is crucial for effectively combating cyber threats. Information sharing enhances global cybersecurity by providing a broader understanding of threats and vulnerabilities. Effective international collaboration requires standardized protocols and secure communication channels. Global cybersecurity benefits from shared resources, expertise, and coordinated response strategies. Trade agreements and economic partnerships can foster economic growth. Economic partnerships strengthen diplomatic ties between nations. Trade agreements reduce barriers to international commerce. Economic partnerships encourage foreign direct investment. Trade agreements can lead to increased specialization and efficiency. Economic partnerships promote technological innovation and knowledge transfer. Military strategy balances deterrence and defense to maintain security. Deterrence aims to prevent aggression through credible threat of retaliation. Defense capabilities protect against attacks and minimize potential damage. Effective military strategy requires a synergistic combination of deterrence and defense. The strategic balance between the US and China is influenced by economic strength. Military capabilities play a crucial role in determining the overall strategic balance. Alliances significantly impact the strategic advantage of both nations. Technological advancements are a key factor in the strategic competition. The outcome of any conflict depends on location, time, allies, and supply chain stamina.